you're someone with a lot on your plate, whether you're a business owner, a parent, multiple responsibilities, or chasing big dreams, but struggling to balance it all, don't worry. Hello, welcome back to another video. I'm so excited to be filming today's video because it's about time management for successful women to improve their life. Video, I'll be breaking down exactly how I manage my busy schedule while incorporating the best strategies and lessons that I've learned along the way to maximize efficiency. Grab your notebook and your favorite pen because you're gonna want to take notes on this. We'll start with what you should focus on at the beginning of your journey or at the beginning of the year. We'll move on to weekly planning and finally how to structure your daily routine for success. All right, let's get into the video. So let's look at the philosophical perspective about time and whether having enough of it or not. One can argue that time is not an inherent part of reality, but a construct of the human mind. So let's dissect that a little bit. For example, time feels different based on different circumstances. Moments of joy seem to fly by, while painful moments drag on, suggesting that time is more of a perception than a fixed reality. So we think on a subconscious level of there isn't enough, right? People saying I'm busy, there isn't enough time. There's this scarcity of time and this illusion. But I also want to ground this into reality and make it as practical as possible. So we'll dissect this into pillars, and that is creating a plan for real and consistent change. If you're serious about making a lasting change, this is where it starts. So forget about your weekly or daily schedules for now. This is what you need to do today after you finish this video to set your plan in motion. So if you are watching this at the beginning of the year, that's great, but if you are catching this video at a different time in the middle of summer or on a random season, no matter when you are tuning in, these steps can be applied at any point. So you want to create your vision board to define your yearly goals. Start by setting clear, structured goals for the year. Where are you splitting the energy of the things that you have to get done, and how can you align them better? You want to make smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. If you're unfamiliar with vision boards, I've broken them down in another video, The Secret to Successful Vision Boards. So be sure to check that out. Now, when setting these goals, take a holistic approach. Break your life into different categories, such as career, health, relationships, personal growth, spirituality, and finances, whatever matters most to you. So don't compare your journey with others. Everyone's priorities are different. Some may focus on mental wellness, while others are prioritizing career, and others could simply be focusing on financial stability. And when doing this, you can ask yourself, how do I want to feel? What do I want my lifestyle to look like? What does balance mean to me? What areas of my life are most important right now? So answering these questions will bring clarity to your vision board and help shape meaningful goals. Then you want to remove obstacles by planning ahead. So now that you have clarity, it's time to set yourself up for success by eliminating unnecessary distractions. The key to productivity is taking decision making out of the process as much as possible. So think about it. When you are familiar with a task, you just do it without hesitation. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you make your coffee, or even answering emails or checking your social media. It's like second nature to you. Even walking. But when something feels unfamiliar, we overthink it, procrastinate, and let doubt slow us down. So to prevent this, research and prepare in advance. So if your goal is to eat healthier, research healthy foods, meal plans that you can prepare, like write everything down and organize it in a way that you have a list of ingredients that you need to pick up at the market. So then when you do shop, you shop with zero hesitation and you're not reaching for the junk snacks. So if you're working on self-care, create a structured routine. Research skincare, hair care, fragrances. That way this becomes a part of your effortless self-care routine. If you want to stay consistent with workouts, find fitness influencers on YouTube that target routines and exercises. Jot the exercises down and create a weekly plan. You may like boxing, you may like Pilates, you may like heavy lifting, or you may simply just like walking. Find something that suits you. That way there's no room for excuses. Everything is set and all you have to do is follow through. And next is learning to delegate. Delegation is not just for business owners. It's for anyone looking to manage their time efficiently. If you struggle with delegating, you're not alone. I used to be the same way, where it can't be cleaned the same way I like to do it, or it can't be fixed up the same way I do it. But learning this skill has transformed my productivity. So some of the ways that delegation can take form is by hiring help. So if possible, invest in a personal trainer or weekly meal delivery service. therapist or a virtual assistant, a house cleaner, or even automated systems that save you time. Asking for support. If you're just starting out and you can't afford to pay someone for the help, ask a friend, a family member. When I became a mother, I still had to run a business. I was able to get assistance from extended family for once a week. Also, prioritize your tasks. You don't need to do everything. So focus on the ones that will have a huge impact to your results. An example for myself is content creation. You also need to accept that you are not a robot, you're a human. Let's be real, there are sacrifices in each path that you take. But when your priorities truly align with your goals, those sacrifices won't feel like losses. So for example, when I gave birth, I was focused on my newborn, so I didn't have time to cook meals. Instead, I invested in delivery service, making sure that the food was nutritious, easy, and saves time. I worked weekends because building my dream life requires commitment. But since it aligns with my goals, it doesn't feel like a burden. At the end of the day, managing a busy schedule isn't about doing it all. It's about doing what truly matters. Pillar number 2 is about establishing weekly systems for success. So to stay on track and maintain the momentum, you need a structured weekly system. Especially as a parent, myself, I could not live without having a system in place. And the best way to do this is by designating a day during the week to plan and prepare for the week ahead. I highly recommend choosing a day at the beginning of the week. So that could be Sunday for you or Monday. For me personally, I like to do Saturdays, and I call that my Saturday reset. And what this day does is it will set the tone for the rest of the week, ensuring that you are productive rather than react. So what I like to do is every Saturday, I like to dedicate 1 to 2 hours to map my week ahead. You're planning in advance, and you eliminate unnecessary decision making and remove obstacles that can slow you down. Another thing I do is grouping similar tasks to optimize my cognitive flow. Instead of jumping between unrelated tasks like writing or filming a video, I dedicate specific days to specific types of work. This minimizes context switching, which drains mental energy, and it reduces efficiency. So to give you a scope of what my week looks like, on Mondays I dedicate to planning and content creation. I write down YouTube video bullet points, my weekly email journal and affirmation prompts, and short form content ideas. And then by the end of the day, all of my creative outlets are complete. On Tuesdays, I like to dedicate to filming day. I like to do my hair, my makeup, and then I spend my working block filming. This includes my YouTube videos, my TikToks, my Instagram, and they are all planned from the day before, so it's fresh in my mind. And the rest of the week, which is Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, is work on designing and editing, and I like to switch up my environments. So either I'll be working in this current space that you see me in, or I will move myself to the living room. You can also go to a cafe or even work in a different space in your home. And Saturdays are catch-up days. Catch up on last-minute video editing, and it is my plan ahead day. And Sundays, it's completely for rest and reset. I just completely take this day off and dedicate it to my family, and this allows me to recharge for the upcoming week. Then you want to break your yearly goals into seasonal milestones. There are 4 seasons, so once you set your big goals for 2025, it's crucial to break them down into manageable steps. So each season should have a focus area so that you aren't overwhelmed by an extensive to-do list. And you can even do this as monthly milestones too. So you look at your yearly goals and identify which ones are realistically achievable in the upcoming season. By tackling goals by season, I stay focused and accountable without feeling like I'm drowning in endless tasks. So then you want to schedule your goals into your weekly plan. So to make sure that my long-term goals don't get lost in daily obligations and mundane tasks, I schedule them in my calendar for check-in days. That includes color coordinating different goal categories and assigning small, accountable, actionable steps to each goal. So for example, if I want to read 50 books before the end of the year, what I will do, I will find a time block to research books that I want to read about. Then I'll create an Amazon list of the books that I would like to read, this including Audible books. Next would be to follow up with like-minded people on social media about new books that I can read about or talk to them about. And then how can I implement lessons learned from these books into my everyday life? By consistently integrating these micro tasks into my schedule, I ensure that my big dreams turn into reality. Then you want to break down your big goals. And each goal consists of multiple tasks and breaking them down to make them easier to tackle. For me, it's about growing my business as well well as my self-care content creation. So for example, with growing my business, to increase revenue, it could mean running paid social media ads, growing my social media presence, partnering with influencers. So by treating large goals as small, consistent actions, I can ensure a steady progress. As I mentioned before, Saturday and Sunday are my release, reset, reflect, and recharge days. Saturdays aren't just for planning ahead. They're about letting go of anything that no longer serves me before stepping into a new week. So I take the time to reflect on what worked and what did not work and what I need improvement on. And with that, I make sure my schedule is balanced by incorporating time with my loved ones, date night, social events, family time, solo self-care, which can mean a slow morning, personal outing, or relaxation time. Also mental health check-ins, journaling, meditation, or simply unwinding. So having simple checklists ensures that every week is well-rounded, fulfilling, and aligned with my dream life. Let's dissect daily organization. Daily organization is key to managing everything you want to accomplish. So using these steps will help you stay on track and ensure productivity day to day. So build accountability into your day. Having an accountability system is crucial, whether it's a checklist, app, or even an accountability partner. You need something that keeps you responsible for completing your tasks. So you could use a checklist or a reminder app. So some of these apps are already built into your phone and can help you with notifications, or finding an accountability partner, a friend, a partner, a colleague that can check in with you to ensure you're staying on track. So for me, at one point, I needed a personal trainer because that is what helped me stay on track. You can get a planner, or you can journal. When doing your daily organizations, you want to be able to time block. So structuring your day in specific time blocks will help to maximize efficiency. So everyone's schedule does look different, but here is an example of mine. So I want to emphasize to pay yourself first, meaning my first 3 hours is for me, as well as my wake up schedule. Just because I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning does not mean that you have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm knocked out in bed by 9:30 p.m. That can be considered too early for some people. Some people go to bed at 10, some people go to bed at 11 p.m. So do what fits best for you and your schedule. So for 5 to 9 a.m., I'm doing my slow morning routine and incorporating wellness habits. And from 9 to 5, I am homeschooling and having work periods broken into small focused time blocks. So for example, a time block for homeschooling and a time block for content creation. From 5:30 to 8, I have dinner, family time, and personal relaxation time, which typically consists of watching something on Netflix. 9 p.m. is winding down, my nighttime routine, reading, meditating, journaling. So to make sure you actually complete your tasks, set deadlines. Give yourself a time frame to complete each task, and if need be, give yourself a reward. Another thing that I like to do is to attach a commitment to a task. So for example, when I did have a personal trainer, I had to pay that personal trainer, and if I did not make it to the appointment, I lost out on that money. And on top of that, the workout that I had to do with my personal trainer. So I knew I had to be there, and I knew I had to be there at the time that was allocated, which was 5 o'clock in the morning. And I know that sounds like so hefty, but for me, that's what worked. 5 o'clock in the morning, I made sure that I was there because I've already paid the guy. And with that is tackling the hardest task first to remove procrastination. So if you despise doing laundry or putting away your laundry, do it while listening to an audiobook, your favorite YouTuber, podcast, or your favorite uplifting music. Light a candle up, romanticize it. The same applies to cleaning or even meal prepping at home. Know that not every task is enjoyable. Focus on the benefits and results rather than the discomfort of that task. You may self-sabotage by procrastination because you may feel the need to be in that comfortable place because it feels good. But remember that vision board and to remind yourself of the life that you are moving towards. So do it for 30, 60, 90 days. Just because you woke up late one day and missed a chunk of your day doesn't mean that your day is ruined and you throw the whole day away. Pick up where you left off based on your schedule, or just start from the beginning and just kind of go one step at a time. And as I mentioned before, using a calendar, whatever that calendar may be, it could be a calendar app or it could be a planner that you have at home. Use that as your advantage to help you stay structured and organized. And if you need to have those reminders set 5 or even 10 minutes before the task is needed, then do so if that is what is going to help you in the beginning. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you found this valuable. Let me know in the comments what resonated with you most and what habits or strategies you're planning to implement. I'd love to hear your your thoughts. Also, if you have any video suggestions, drop them down below. Don't forget to check out the links in the descriptions down below. You'll find my collection of closed videos where I talk all the things regarding subconscious reprogramming, living your vision board today, manifesting, meditations, and more in my programs. Available individually or as a bundle for the ultimate level up. These programs are designed to guide you step by step, making your transformation effortless and enjoyable. You can listen to them on your commute to work or set time aside to romanticize the process and truly step into your best self. You can also sign up for my free weekly journal and affirmations prompts and explore my website and discover so many other resources designed to help you level up in 2025. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I'll see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!